Cosmic Fury episode 2 is just as good. It's really good, and it's called Beyond Repair. And the Rangers, oh my gosh, they definitely went cosmic on this one. Where do I even start? So we start off, we're back on the base, right? So Javi, he was getting some like measurements and whatever, and they're like, oh, doing prosthetics. I love how Solon was like, oh, I love my eye. And then Javi mentions like this just happened yesterday. So a lot of that in my head, I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's time. There's no time skip. Like, it was literally the next day. So I mean, they clearly had a lot of extra parts going around. Javi with the aftermath was definitely, he's like, you know, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna tell my parents? Because clearly he has to go back home at some point. You know, he's like, what am I gonna tell my parents? And then also his music, it's just why it would kill Javi so much is because he's so musical. Billy had a nice thing, you know, being musical is more than just playing an instrument, you know. So here they are, they're back on Earth and everything, they're back in the command center. We see Izzy, but morphed as Dino Fury Green, talking to her dad. Now, she calls him the Civil Defense Coordinator. And basically, she's like, look, we have no reason to think Lord Zedd would attack and invade right now, but we just want everybody to be informed, even though, like, you know Zedd is out there. But, you know, obviously, Izzy listens, and she, you know, downplays all of it. Like, okay, it's not, you know, don't want to get people worried. Whatever. This is where we finally get to see Jane and Jay work for the first time. They, of course, this all takes place at Ion's Cafe, and they're enjoying themselves some flargon cake, as people do, and mostly Ravconians, and apparently androids and Janes. They all really love it. In the thing where Warren Garcia was talking, there was actually some fun ones. There was a throwback to the Pan Global Games, which is what Kimberly was going to go to. It's been mentioned, but it's kind of their, like, generic sport. You know, they're going to the Pan Global Games. So, but they mentioned that. And then there's also, in a line, they mentioned Nasada also. So I really enjoyed, like, the throwback calls with both of those. Ollie being evil. Can we talk about it? He's so good at being evil. I love it. I love watching him. So they got him back in the ship, obviously. For Ollie, well, he's currently in the med bay also, but he's still out of it. They're waiting for the neurotoxin stuff to work. So Lonnie, Ollie's mom, is there with Amelia. He starts waking up. She calls for Amelia. He is not cured. He is not cured. In fact, she tries to go for the morph or whatever, the transporter. She's like, Lonnie, get out. Basically, she teleports herself out, and Ollie is now locked inside of the med bay, and he is just like trashing the place, and it's so good. It's just, I really loved watching him do all of it. Also, Lonnie is wearing purple, which I'm like, I don't think you're gonna be the Purple Ranger, but okay, keep throwing us stuff. Okay, I'm fine with it. In this, Javi does get his arm, and it's obviously not as easy as just do whatever. It's like he has to learn, and the sensors have to learn him. It's not exactly working as anticipated, but he has it. And then whenever Lord Zedd starts invading Earth, Dewdrip came, but he was an idiot and he was by himself, and they destroyed him. But he's like, as soon as I escape out of here, I'm gonna tell Lord, and he dies. So the Rangers get rid of him, which I think is a really funny ending for this guy. But Lord Zedd and them are behind him. Lord Zedd is trying to attack, but they have this idea to fix Ollie, and it is using, because his power comes from Dino Hinge, to use this thing. And it's funny, it was this line about turning someone good, and Billy's like, you know, it's like, your boyfriend's evil, like, your dad was evil? And Billy's like, my mom was too. It's a total saga. Like, everybody's evil up in here. This is where, so we do get to see Izzy and Javi's mom in this one just a little bit. And it's mostly because we also just get to see, like, some Izzy and Fern interaction, you know. This stuff with Warren Garcia, I'm gonna go over, because his, like, they're making critical decisions about their future. And I'm like, oh, shut up. But, you know, whenever you see Izzy and Fern are packing the car, like they're supposed to be going to college together, she gets the call. This is where all this attack is happening. So there she is in this battle. And Fern, after hearing, cannot get a hold of her, knows something Ranger's going on. His mom's like, do you know where she is? And she's like, no, but I think I know. It might. Enter Fern into Dino Hinge. So here she is. I mean, she's on her bike. She got her helmet. She's trying to find her girl, right? Oh my gosh. Also, and I gotta say, whenever Amelia realized, she was like, Ollie, I love you, but you're a really bad actor. And it is one of those, like, maybe we don't get to hear enough, but, like, it was a really just genuine, like, I would tell my sweetie, like, sweetie, I love you, but you're full of crap. It was just one of those, like, natural things you would say to someone, so I thought that was really cool. Through all of this, though, Zedd's, they're trying to find, Dino Hinge, because Zedd knows their weakness. He throws out later and he sees Billy, he's like, I might not know your weakness, Billy Cranston, but I know their weakness, and that is Dino Hinge. But while they're in the middle of this battle, Javi is down in the base, sees Fern running. He's like, oh, riding, and someone's got to protect her, and arm working or not, like, Javi's a ranger. He's a good ranger. He doesn't matter. I gotta go out there, even with one arm or whatever. He's gonna go out there and he's gonna protect Fern. The Dino Fury black suit with the arm, it's gorgeous. I need more Rangers to lose their arms. Like, I'm sorry, Rangers, but I need more of you to lose your arms because it is a gorgeous looking suit. I want all of them. It does it remind you a bit of like Dino Charge when they had the Dino armor? Remember they had a thing and then they got the Dino armor all down them. I like that also. I thought it was a really cool sleeve idea. One day I might have like a tattoo sleeve or something. Probably not. But so he's trying to save her, and in the middle, he's just like, oh my god, like, I have to get you out of here. Where's the safest place? So he takes her down to the base, which is funny because we haven't heard a throwaway line about them and their stomachs or whatever for a while. But in the beginning of season 1, remember, it took them a while to get used to transport or, whatever. And every time they're like, oh, my stomach. And he, Zoom, here you go, Fern, whatever. And she's like, I think I left my stomach up there. And you're like, oh, yeah, like, that was a thing. Like, I really love that they put that back in there. And he's like, the bathroom's right over there. You might need it. So basically, Javi's like, welcome to our base. There's the bathroom. Like, I gotta go. Like, someone just walked him into a Target and like, there's the bathroom, there's the electronics, doodles, and just leave him, I guess. But Zedd shows up because when this thing with Ollie was trying to fix his morphin energy, his morphin signature, the whole thing that they were using to conceal all of it because they were trying to hide, the location from Zedd, it exploded. It went kaboom. And, Zedd and them found it. So they had people, on the lookout, but it was covered with an invisiportal, so nobody could see it. It was wide open. Zedd teleports. Oh my god. So he just, boom, right in the middle of Dino Hinge. And you're like, oh god, everything's gonna die, and I love it. So here he lands, and that's where it goes down to, like, I don't know your weakness, Billy, but I know theirs. And he just starts annihilating all of the Dino Hinge statues. Right, just gone. Ollie's is the last one, however, and they were hoping that this was the thing that cured him. And yet, he's like, spare mine so I can serve you. And, puts his sword up and kneels down. And I do love Zedd's like, ooh, I love an evil ranger. I mean, why not? Why not an evil ranger? Especially Ollie's. He's doing very good at it. But, yeah, so Zedd finds them. And he's like, Squidrow, Barry, let's go. Base. Get him. Get him. And so, with the roof coming in on them, our heroes are down inside the base where there's a button that hasn't been pushed for 65 million years. And Solon's like, we should use this, or well, Ion's like, we gonna hit the button, and Solon's like, no, do you trust us? This is only in an extreme emergency. And like, the whole ship is falling, and the base is falling apart, and I was like, this is an extreme emergency. Bam. They're gone. They are now on planet Iridius or something like that. It's hospitable. The furthest away hospitable planet from Earth. That was the failsafe. Now our Rangers, that was a one-way journey because it burned other things. Our Rangers are stuck on a foreign planet. No powers. I guess swords still. They're cosmic. I don't know, but they don't have the powers to... So they have all this going on, and, you know, Amelia showing up, being that red, like, you know, I know this is hard, but, you know, we have Billy, we have Solon, we have each other, like, we can get through this if we do it one thing at a time. And, you know, a few of them were like, yeah, man, we can do this, and was like, Izzy goes, I was like, no Zords, no powers, no problem. Oh my god, and then there's Fern, because somebody was stuck in the bathroom for all of this. She's like, you call this no problem? And it's like, and that's how the episode ends. I can't wait for episode 3. I can't wait to see what Fern and oh my god. But the ending with her was amazing, and I'm loving it. Through 2 episodes, I'm just hooked. I've been smiling the entire time. It's just nonstop action, nonstop story. And I can't get enough of it, so I want to know what you guys think of Cosmic Fury Episode 2, Beyond Repair. Nothing is beyond repair. Javi got his arm fixed, the base is in another planet, and I don't know. But it's really, really good. Let me know again what you think in the comments, subscribe, whatever, hit the bell notification while I review all of them. I cover Power Ranger news if you just want to know more about Rangers in general, or Tokusatsu. Yeah, if no one's so today, I love you, I think you're awesome. I'll see you next video, Ranger Nation. Toodles!